Hello again, this is Tim Blankenship, owner of SCV Legal Doc Assist. We're a licensed and bonded legal document preparation service. We specialize in the divorce process and we can help you regardless of your location. We serve all the courts of Los Angeles County. As you can see, we have a website for just about every area code. We have specific divorce information on each of those sites. So if you're in the Santa Clarita area or even in the Los Angeles area or Long Beach area, we have a site for you. Please feel free to visit any one of our local sites for your area for divorce and court specific information. Again, we are a legal document preparation firm specializing in the divorce process. If you need assistance and are looking for a paralegal type service to prepare your forms professionally, please give us a call or visit our website for more information. We'd love to hear from you. In this series of videos, we are discussing how to prepare your divorce forms. We're going through the divorce process in its entirety per California court website. We're essentially just going form by form and discussing each of the forms. In the previous video, we talked about the initial forms to file for divorce, the summons and petition. We've also prepared videos that discuss exactly how to fill them out step by step. This video is going to be discussing serving of the forms. So let's take a look at the court website and look at what they consider to be step 2 of the divorce process, which is service of the forms. So what they're saying here is that someone 18 or older and not the petitioner, so not you or the person who's filed in the initial paperwork, serves the paperwork on the other party, which is now from here on out going to be called the respondent. You file, or you serve rather, those documents along with a blank FL-120 form, which is a response form. Whenever you file or whenever you serve documents, generally you'll have to serve it with a blank copy of what they're supposed to file in response to what you filed. And we'll talk about that in other videos. So let's talk about the two different forms of service. Now, when I work with clients, generally these are clients that are representing themselves. They don't have an attorney, and they're generally uncontested matters, which means both parties are mostly in agreement, or they're going to use the court system to help them get through the process, either through the facilitator's office or the mediator's office. But they're not going to use attorneys. They're going to kind of work it on their own, and I'll prepare the divorce paperwork for both parties. So that said, there are two different types of service. The process of service, of getting the form served, is what will initiate the divorce process, because technically you could file for divorce, never serve it, and the courts will never know what's going on. So once you serve the forms, that's what will start the divorce process essentially, and that's when the 6-month waiting period begins, is when that form is served. So it's important that this is done correctly. I've spoke with clients who have gone what they thought all the way through the divorce process, but they never filed some of these crucial documents. So let's talk about them now. We're going to talk about the FL-115. The FL-115 is the proof of service of summons. This is a specific form that you will file with the court if you're going to have a third party serve the paperwork on your spouse. So let's say you filed the paperwork, got that paperwork back from the courts. Now you're going to have maybe your adult son or a neighbor hand this paperwork to your spouse. And so what you'll do is that person you'll fill out your name and address here, phone number, okay? All the same court information is going to go on here like it did on the summons and petition in the previous videos. Street address of the court, mailing address of the court, city, branch name, you're the petitioner, the respondent's name. At this point, you'll have a case number, so make sure you indicate that here. And what you're going to say here is that you filed the family law petition, FL-100, summons, FL-110, and a blank response, marriage, FL-120. You can get these forms online or give me a call. I'd be happy to provide them for you. You're just going to mark this box, and the party who serves them, so your neighbor, your adult child, or whoever you have serve this paperwork, is going to fill this out. You're going to hand this to them, and they're going to hand the forms to your spouse, and then they're going to type in here or handwrite in here where they were served, that it was done by personal service, on what date, at what time, and page 2, they're going to go down here and say that the notice of the person served was done as an individual, okay? And the name of the person who served the papers will go here, their address, their phone number. They're going to say they're not a registered process server, because in most cases they won't be. And then they're going to date it and they're going to sign it. Now, this is important that this form is filed. This is not given to the other party. You're going to hand the divorce paperwork to your spouse. This form needs to get filed with the court to notify them that, in fact, the other party has been served. Now, in uncontested divorce cases where, let's say, you and your spouse are mostly in agreement and you're going to move forward in cooperation through the divorce process, what I like to do is attempt to do an alternate method of service, which kind of keeps things from heating up. No one likes being handed paper from someone they don't know and say you've been served, which is this process here. So what we're going to discuss is this alternate method of service called notice and acknowledgment of receipt. This is an alternate proof of service where the other party, so your spouse, can simply sign a form acknowledging the fact that they've been served. So instead of them being handed paperwork and being told they're being served divorce paperwork, you can literally, this is technically supposed to be mailed from another party. So where I'm working with both husband and wife, I will get the papers back from the court. I'll mail this to the other spouse with a letter indicating that if they sign this, we don't have to have a process server come out. We can save some money. So if I'll fill this out for them, and I will indicate the forms again, just very similar to the other form. Those petition, summons, and a blank response is on here. So you can send this to them. I would date this, and I would print my name and send this. And then the spouse being served will simply indicate the date they received it, print their name, and sign it. And this, just like the other form, will be filed with the court. And this is a substitute of service. It's just as good as serving it with a process server. And again, this makes it, if you're trying to keep it uncontested and keep the parties talking and cordial as can be, it is a divorce, so there's going to be some hiccups. This is the form we like to use. Again, my name is Tim Blankenship, owner of SCV Legal Doc Assist, licensed and bonded legal document preparation firm specializing in the divorce process. And we can work with you all throughout Los Angeles County. Please give us a call. Our service is completely virtual. You will not have to come into our office. We can get the process done for you, start to finish. Again, visit one of our local area websites. Give me a call. Love to talk to you and see how we can help you out. Thanks so much and have a great day.